I don't know about you guys, but there's not enough cat content out there, and I'm not talking about cute videos of real cats. I'm talking about movies, shows, comic books, etc. There's just not enough out there. Hi, my name is Ashante, and this is Newlyweds, where we follow an engaged couple named Fish and Steak on their ventures until their wedding day, and it's full of love, funny moments, and family drama. For anybody that's new here, I'm on a mission to tell every idea that's on my list, and yes, this list is long. If you're into that, subscribe and ring that notification so you won't miss the next idea. Now, onto the video. Meet Steak. She is a 24-year-old tuxedo cat fresh out of college and a freelancer. She is the type of person that is really down to earth, calm, collective, and very organized. She does have her moments where she gets really stressed out, and lately it's been happening more than usual because she's been keeping a lot of secrets from her family, and since she's done with school, it is time to tell them everything. Steak comes from a wealthy family that is very strict and traditional. They come from a long line of tuxedo cats, and they're the type of people that believe in marrying your own kind, and also becoming a doctor or a professor is the only career that is acceptable in their household. Of course, Steak and some of her siblings think this is ridiculous, so they often do a lot of things behind their parents' back and keep each other's secrets. But even though she is used to sneaking around and keeping secrets from her folks, these were a lot bigger than she planned. The first one is that instead of going to school for teaching and becoming a professor, she switched her major into graphic design and illustration. And the second biggest one is that she's been dating someone special for 4 years, and now she is engaged to that special person, and he's not a tuxedo cat. Now the question is, will Steak family welcome her decisions with open arms? Yeah, no. No, absolutely not. As soon as she told her family, there was a lot of emotions going around. Her grandma faded. Her grandpa was angry. Her parents were in total shock. Some siblings were laughing. Some was genuinely happy for her. So it was just a lot of things going on because this was a big surprise for them and a surprise they wasn't expecting. And it's going to take a long time for them to come around. As you guys see on the screen, assuming you guys are watching, I tried to show that particular scene earlier by doing a small comic book strip, but I don't have the rest of the designs of all the other characters, and there's like 10 characters plus. Because you got her parents, her whole family, and then you got Fish family. So I didn't have enough time, so I opted to do this illustration where she surprised her parents that she got engaged, and Fish is right next to her. And I loved the way the design came out because look at her before, and this is the after. I have to say it's a total upgrade. Now let's move on to her fiance, Fish. Meet Fish, a 25-year-old Maine Coon cat, owner of a family fisherman business called the Hooks and Loops, passed down by his dad. He's a pretty chill guy, relaxed, confident, and a very hard worker. A lot of people look up to him as a big brother, someone to depend on when you need help. He's pretty much a gentle giant. It takes a lot to make him angry, unless you're Mr. Jenkins. Other than that, he's cool with you. When it comes to his family, it's the total opposite from Steak. They're super chill, super relaxed. They believe love is love. And when you come to their house, they're the type of people to make sure that you're well fed and full of liquor. Because of this relaxed nature, he got to introduce his girlfriend to his family only 5 months into the relationship. So she was pretty well fed. He went to the same school as Steak, but he dropped out after a year when his father got too sick to run the business. So he decided to start early at the age of 21, and his father had an early retirement. He even helps out at his mom restaurant, which is a separate business called the Steaming Crab. So he's a hell of a good cook as well. Despite all his good qualities, he has a hard time asking for help or showing weakness. And because of that mentality, he always feel like he has to be strong, a pillar for someone to lean on. For the illustration for this one, I could not choose which one I wanted to do. It was either I show a scene where Fish Mom is feeding Steak a huge portion of food, or he proposed to Steak. I really want to show the warm side of Fish family and how gentle he is towards Steak. I don't know which one I'm going to do, but this is going to be a surprise. We both, whatever shows up on the screen is the one I did. So yeah. And here is what Fish looks like before, and here is the after design. I definitely had a hard time trying to figure out how I wanted to design him, because he first looked like this and then he looked like this, and then I was struggling with his body type and how I want him to look, because all his previous designs did not make him look like a Maine Coon. It made him look more like an orange cat, a fat orange cat, and that's not what I was looking for. I want a strong fisherman type. And I should have played around a little bit with the fisherman mentality, where there's hooks on his hat, there's some stitches on his shirt and stuff like that. Like more patches on his shirt, because he's not the type of person to just throw away something. He really does take care of his stuff. And yeah, I do like the design that he is right now. This is a pretty good start. So if I ever continue with this series, definitely gonna work more on his design. With the family's different personality and the wedding a year away, it's going to be a very rocky road. It gets really messy to the point where Fish side of the family cannot believe Steak came from these people. And there's a plot where the mother and grandmother try to hook up Steak with her ex-boyfriend from high school. All because he is a tuxedo cat and he's studying to become a doctor, which is they think is the perfect choice, basically. As you guys saw through my thought process, I was really thinking about making this into a comic book if I ever go through with this project. But I also think it will make a fun YouTube short, because I can imagine their voices, the argument, the comedy, the whole shebang. And I just have to practice background and the food, because there's a lot of cooking in here. There's a lot of food involved. There's a lot of different backgrounds and environments involved. But that's pretty much my thought process. I really think it can do both. And that is Newlywed. As always, if you guys have any questions about this series, please leave a comment down below. If not, tell me what project you guys are working on or what drawing you guys are doing. I would love to know. And again, thank you so much for watching and listening. And I see you guys in the next one. Bye.